the uniqueness that is there is not of the person. The person is not unique. The person is just an artificial software of generational information that has been pushed upon everybody and taken to be what is actually there. And it thinks I am unique. But actually, it's just a carbon copy. Have you noticed? Because it can only be a carbon copy. That information is just recycled information. It is the same human thought recycled. Information, it is the collection of humankind's memories, morals, values, knowledge, experiences, language, culture, passed on, pushed upon, injected into that body, uploaded, taken on, and then it runs as this personal software in which the person, which is most people's experience, is that it is remembering who it thinks that it is in every moment. And all that it is simply past. It is dead. And all that it is nothing unique at all because it is something that has been given. All that it is everything that has been given. There is nothing that it can call its own. Have you noticed this? But yet there is a living intelligence there that you call life, that piece of life, which is one with life itself. And that is unique, completely unique, because when we look in nature, in the universe, there is nothing identical. Nature does not do carbon copies. Even two identical twins that we think of as identical are not identical. They are unique. They have differences. Animals have differences. Leaves on a tree have differences. Everything in nature and the universe is different, is unique. But yet, humankind creates carbon copies of things. Humankind, with its knowledge, its collective data set of information, software, is just all a recycled set of information. So it cannot be unique. But the person wants to be unique. It wants to be special. It wants to be important. And when you point out the fact that it is not unique, it doesn't like that. But that living intelligence is unique. That unique intelligence that we call that piece of life, the body, which is one with life itself, is completely fulfilled. But this person that is just a collection of the software passed on is not fulfilled. It lives in an unfulfilled state, a certain state of experience. And nothing is ever enough for it. It is always dissatisfied. It is always wanting more than what this living intelligence needs. The living intelligence does not want anything. If something is needed, there is a response, there is an impulse. Some energy is needed, some food from time to time, maybe some shelter. But actually, this living intelligence needs very little, can thrive on its own energy. There are built-in resources to draw upon. But because of how the person has been taught through that collective information of the culture, they always want something more. The next thing, the next thing, the next thing. And it is never satisfied, have you noticed? It is always restless and unfulfilled, have you noticed? And this is its misery that it lives in. The ups and downs, the unhappiness, is because it is always wanting something more. And so this living intelligence cannot be enjoyed, cannot be at ease, because it is constantly uneasy. And yet everything in nature, in the universe, operates with ease. Because only the human thought This collection of information is turning everything into a struggle, conflicting with things, in opposition to things, resisting things. But it wants to be unique, but it can't be unique. It can never be unique. But what is unique is that living intelligence. It wants to be special. Special is just an artificial construct, just an idea made up. Doesn't exist. There is nothing that is special in nature. Specialness means, oh, something is higher than something else. Something is better than something else. That is only in the human thought. In nature, in the universe, there is nothing that is special. All is regarded equal. There is nothing more important than anything else. That is only, again, in the human thinking. This is why we've created all these systems of hierarchy. And then people get identified with these things. The person latches onto that. And spiritual identity is no different. It often shapeshifts from societal identities to trying to take on a spiritual identity. Because the person is always trying to become something more. Because what it perceives itself as now is not enough to it. This is because the person operates in a state of lack. Because it feels separate from the whole of life, it feels as though it is lacking something. Feels as though things are never enough. It is never enough. So it's always trying to get more and become more, and it's always trying to identify with something to keep its sense of self alive, because without that, it doesn't have a leg to stand on. Without that, it cannot remain at play. For many beings, the person is being remembered each and every moment. Remembered, memory put together to think who it is. It is telling itself, I am like this, and this is who I am, and this is my life, and this is what I have done, and this is where I am going, and this is what I am doing right now. It's not doing anything. That's an illusion. It's not doing anything. What is it doing? We look at this intelligence of the body. The heart is beating by itself. Neurons firing off in the brain, cells repairing, blood pumping, skin, hair, and nails growing. What is it doing? What is the person doing? It's not doing anything. Not controlling anything, but it thinks it is in control. It has been taught that it is in control, but that is also based on the illusion of it thinking that it actually exists. What is the person? Have you looked to see what the nature of the person actually is? What is that? Tell me what the person is. Who is actually there? Is there a person that is actually there? Have you even looked? Many beings have not looked. Many beings have assumed who they are. Sometimes I call it the assumed self. They've assumed that who they are is this person. But when you say, who is the person, or who are you? What does the being say? They will give you all of this information. They will say, I'm a man, or I'm a woman. I am this race, this religion, this height, this kind of personality, this star sign, and so on. The body. But is there a person even there? What is the nature of that which is there, you see? So this person is assumed to be there, and the person would like to think it is unique. But it is not unique, and does it even exist? What is there, which cannot be experienced by the person, which cannot be known by the person, which the person never meets, is that living intelligence right there. That unique living intelligence. That is unique. That is not a carbon copy. And that is fulfilled, which means it is fulfilled unto itself. It has everything that it needs. Can be self-sufficient within itself. And when a need arises, there is an impulse. There is a response. But that living intelligence has everything that it needs. But the person feels as though it is lacking something, and that is because it is based upon an illusion. It is like a phantom. So there is no uniqueness in the person. Sorry to burst the person's bubble there. There is no specialness there. There is no importance there. Those are just illusions as well. But what is there is the uniqueness of that living intelligence. Can it be enjoyed? Can it be seen? Cannot be seen by any person. Only when the person comes to an end, when it stops moving from here to there, jumping, then the living intelligence, that uniqueness, can flow as it is.